Probably needs another Fiery Cannonade. Probably needs to get rid of some cards like Goblin Electromancer. Probably needs more Chemist Insights, but who knows? It's just fun, it's cute, it's something I've wanted to play. Hopefully it's better than I think it is. I expect a 1-4 at best with this deck, and let's see if we do better than that. Alright, versus Burn right off. We do not have a very good hand versus Burn, but we'll have to see. FYI, I would have called every hand bad versus Burn that didn't also have shocks in it. We do have Fiery Cannonades in the sideboard though. Probably need a third. Arguable that we could have them in the main deck. So playing this deck was kind of a last minute decision. I originally wanted to play either Mono Blue Obsession or Red Deck Wins on MTG Arena, but it turns out I don't have close to the right cards for it. Even though I've done all my dailies. I can't even build the cheap decks, which makes me sad. So we probably need to syncopate that, but we also probably need to kill this runaway Steamkin. I think this is too greedy here. They're bound to have a burn spell. Only 22 lands, so I'm not too upset that we don't have a 4th land, even though I obviously wish we did. Sorry, I had to take a pretty large drink of water and I didn't get to the mute button in time. Maybe Rouse Eric's not good enough in a deck. Oh gosh. Alright, I don't know what we need now. We need something. We need cards that aren't in our deck, really. Really need them to draw a land here. I would call that quite vital. I assume they have a burn spell, but this is fine anyway. I'm killing a 2-2 instead of a 2-1. And now we go down to 1 life. Well, we have no out. Alright, so sideboarded games. Oh my god! We got a sub! Thank you so much, my friend. Highly appreciate it. So we're definitely going to bring in the Fiery Cannonades. That is very, very generous and highly, highly appreciative. We're going to bring in the Lava Coils. probably going to get rid of the gutter snaps. Kind of want to get rid of the risk factors too, but then I don't know how we actually win. Maybe these are good enough. What do you do? Don't know how we're actually supposed to beat the red decks. We hadn't been getting paired versus red decks. In my defense, we'd mostly been getting paired versus like Golgari and Sultai Brews, which is why I chose to try this deck. If we're going to get just slammed versus red decks all night, we're not going to win at all. I guess I have to keep this. We have our 0-4 walls, but like we're going to have to hit lands. Again, there's only 22 lands in our deck. I can't believe I got a sub. That is such appreciative. I highly, highly appreciate it. There we go. We found a land. Then we get to cast 0-4s and or a Radical Idea. Probably the Radical Idea. Really need to try to draw a land. That's not a land. If we'd had a counter spell that could have got the Chain Whirler, we would obviously not tapped out. Oh, cool. Another burn spell. Found you on YouTube. I'll come up. Yeah, I have really weird streaming times, but I appreciate it. I uploaded a bunch of YouTube videos today. I was like a week behind on my uploads. Like my real life has been so hectic, but risk factor's so good. Diamond Mare? Okay. Gotta be honest, didn't expect somebody to sideboard in this card versus me. I feel like we're already dead. I feel like at 13 life when 10 life when they have 4 cards and a risk factor, we're already dead. Especially when we're like still bricking on lands, but maybe not. Go ahead and kill that before they can throw it at us. We might just have to let them draw cards with this risk factor and hope that we get lucky, or maybe the negate will be online by then. If they don't kill the Electrostatic Fiend and we get... So is this one from the graveyard? That one's from their hand as well. Do we want to let it deal 4 damage to us? I think yes. Not happy about it. Really need to draw a land now. Like, it's vital to get an untapped land here. That was not an untapped land. Appreciate the kind words, though. Wish I was better at streaming. Like, so many people are so much better than me. Well, this isn't good. But we assumed we were going to die. We just didn't draw lands either game really on time, but like I think this match is absolutely horrendous for us anyway. You can draw 3 cards, I think. I think it's 3 cards. Yeah, it's 3 cards. And double shot, well, double burn spell, and we're dead. Don't think we can ever beat this match really, but we certainly can't beat this match without drawing lands. What's the trophy lead look like? Oh, he's on top. He plays red deck wins mostly, but he was playing a Grixis Brew the other night. So putting these Rows in the main deck with only 23 lands is probably bad. It turned out it was at least game 1, but I, again, thought we were going to play versus slow decks, and we have 9 cantrip spells in our deck, so I thought we'd be able to get to them. Anyway, we'll play first. Hey, we have lands this game. Our opponent's 1-2, so they're having a rough time just like us. What are they playing? Oh, they're playing the red deck too. Again, I think these red decks are going to be very good for us or against us overall. For the past 2 or 3 days, we just had not. Oh, I thought that was Sulphur Falls. Oh, I'm wrecked so bad. That was such a bad play by me. I deserve to lose this game. I took 2 points of damage for nothing. That's what I get for playing different art ones. Oh, I'm such a trash can. I feel so disgusted with how poorly I just played. It actually feels like a win, but... Yes, that is basically what I just did, Tacos. Not wrong, friend. Radical Idea. Then Opt. I guess we'll leave that on top. Untap. We'll clearly just play that and pass. Goblin Chain Whirler, no sir. Actually, let's see if we can get a Syncopate first. We don't want that. Where is our Syncopate? Yeah, we need one of our walls. Because we are now officially out of gas. We can jumpstart the Radical Idea, though. Oh, wow, they're Boros. What a twist! I guess that can resolve. We have a Lightning Strike. We have a different art Lightning Strike because we're champions. Well, we'll look for a land. And then we won't play it because we have a Radical Idea that we'll want to use that land on. Something I'm going to have to pay a lot of attention to. Take your 2. Radical Idea time. Play our Guildgate. Probably don't need to play more lands. We don't have X spells. We do have a Ral Zarek, though. We might want to Ral Zarek and Lightning Strike in the same turn. Try to get a better spell with that. I guess that's fine too. Need to draw a Chemist Insight now or a Ral Zarek. Those are our payoff cards. Speaking of which, actually, I don't want to do this yet because we might need to use the Ionize. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think I'm good at English. I think we just Englished. I'm not sure. Ooh. Makes our Chemist Insight better. Alright, well, we pass. Now they get to drop some big threat, and we die a little on the inside, but it's okay. Oh, well, that's not some big threat. Don't want you. Well, we're doing our thing this game, in a way. Man, I want to miscast out. Don't care about that. There's only 2 Electromancers in our deck. He's already dealt with the first one, so we don't have to worry about trying to hit a thing. Yeah, it's Risk Factor. Wanna wager he... Oh, I should have thrown the Risk Factor at him. Why didn't I throw the Risk Factor at him? Why didn't I throw the Risk Factor at him? Oh god, that's such a trash can. It's going to end up not mattering whatsoever because we don't have another spell, but like, it was trash-tastic of me. That's a phrase that I'm going to coin. Trash-tastic. Maybe we should have a Banefire in here just to finish folk. There's no way you're letting me have cards. Don't even front, homie. Bet we're gonna get some cards in a second. We can actually beat Lyra now, if I understand what these cards do. You kill Lyra, right? Oh gosh, yeah. You kill Lyra. This deck is just a deck I'm playing for fun. I do not think it's good, Tacos. Like, I think we're going to struggle versus the red decks. I think there was a couple of different ways I could build this version of this deck. But I built this deck purely for fun because back in the old school days of Magic, there was a archetype called Counterburn where you played like Shard Phoenixes and Hammerbow Gardens and stuff. So like, I always like to try it, and back when Eldritch Moon and Shadows and stuff was legal, there was a version of this deck that played a similar 0-4, like played Formatigist, or the 0-3 that like untaps when you played a bro. And like, I just really, really like this style of deck, so I just wanted to give it a try, but I do not think it's particularly good. I think it's just fun, just a fun deck. I don't expect it to be particularly competitive in any manner. I honestly expect us to go about 1-4 today, but again, just something that I've wanted to play, that I like to play. So we're gonna put those in here. We're gonna bring these in. Like, there's probably a version of this deck somewhere that's good, but like, it probably doesn't play Risk Factors, it probably doesn't play Electromancers, it probably doesn't play Gutter Snipes, so like, it's probably very, very different than this deck. Probably has a few more like relevant counter spells. But that's just not what we're playing. We're just playing this fun cutesy deck. I think I want to cut these. I don't think they're particularly good here. I don't want these either if I have the Fiery Cannonades in the deck. What's the one last card I want to cut? A Radical Idea, maybe? Or maybe one of these. These are probably too bad versus him. I hear that, man. I hear that. Sometimes you just play something because you think it'll be fun. You don't really care about the results, and that's where we're at today. I saw, and I'm terrible with names, like Yuki Ichikawa, maybe, playing a similar deck to this earlier. Oh my god! I thought this was an island. JK, never punished. So I basically took his build, made a few minor changes, and I was like, all right, we gotta check it out. We gotta get our Jiminy Jam on. I actually think I do want to land. We'll worry about taking damage and killing things later. JK, we did not want that land. Stupid deck, how dare you give us a land? What are you? I can't do anything to you. Wah, wah, wah. Alright. Come on, Fiery Cannonade. You're quite important at this point in the game. Ooh. Let's get him out of here in case we don't draw a Fiery Cannonade. We can either Disdainful Stroke one of his 4s, or we can buy back our Radical Idea. Yeah, I think the Boros decks are pretty good. Not to advertise or anything, but I have a Boros Angels deck going up on YouTube later tonight. And I thought it was pretty fun, pretty competitive. What dost thou have? You has a 3-mana spell. I can do nothing versus that. And my Fiery Cannonade would be bad versus that too if I get it. Wah, wah, wah. Now I don't know what we're drawing towards. We're drawing towards multiple cards now. Yeah, well, that's a card. Hey, we didn't make the same mistake twice. Improvement. Wall online. Wall still online. Life total quickly going offline. I guess we'll play this one. Oh gosh, things are looking very bad. Even if they don't kill this turn, like, it's gonna be hard to beat their board and whatever they play. We're taking a casual 6, going down to 2. We need multiple cards now to survive this. We could draw a shock, I guess. And that would theoretically keep us alive a turn. So, shock. Theoretically, we need a shock. That's not a shock. Next match. Probably need some Essence Scatters in this deck, too. They're probably just better than our 2-mana cantrip. Come on, Moto. Why are you locked up on the sideboard? They're probably better than just our Radical Ideas. We'll bring you back in on the play. We'll get rid of you. Kind of want to bring all of you in. Let's get rid of you two. Get rid of all these risk factors. They're not particularly good. Get you back in here. Kind of want you, though, but I don't know what I would take out for you. We're just going to run it like this. Kind of want both of these searches. They have so many, like, bindings and conclaves and stuff, though. Alright, well, this hand's the type of hand that we need to beat them. We'll just have to see if it holds up to whatever draw they have. Like, remember, they have a lot of X5s in their deck. They have Lyra, they have Aurelia, and, like, things with X toughness is not going to be particularly easy for us to pound on. Hey, McCarty, what's up? I thought they were a little bit too slow in this match just because he has so many things that can deal with enchantments, but overall I like the card, and I'm pretty excited to get to use it. I just didn't want it really in this particular match. Like they showed us Ixalan's Binding and Conclave Tribunal, and I thought they're just gonna let me get up to like 2 or 3 or 4 counters or something, and then like remove it, and I'm gonna be annoyed. So I figured we wouldn't put ourselves in that situation. Boom. Speaking of Conclave, need a land, want a land, got a land. Happy days. Land, 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 land. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I have a question rounding on my mind from here. No! Ask anything you want. Why do I have so many player points? Let's read this. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures. So we don't care about that. Primarily because we open a lot of treasure chests. And I don't play PP. I have no desire to go to the Pro Tour. I know I'm not that caliber player. So, like, I don't play the preliminary Pro Tour, or I don't play the Pro Tour qualifiers, which are, like, the big ticket events. I don't log on and play the 300-point challenges. I don't play limited. So, like, basically, when you get to a certain win percentage, they just go up. Like, that sounds cocky, and I don't mean it to be cocky, but, like, when you open your treasure chests, and all you play is leagues, and you have, like, a fairly high win percentage rate, like, let me pop this up. You don't even have to have a very high one. So, I apologize to our opponent. We'll get back over there in a second. Like the EV calculator, right? So, like, say I win 55%, which I probably, not 550%, I probably win higher than that, but just say, so, like, we go up in every single event we play, and most of that EV comes out of the treasure chests, as you see. But where we open the treasure chests, we will accumulate lots of play points instead of tickets. If we were selling out a treasure chest, our play points would go down and our tickets would go up. But we stay fairly broke and we just accumulate treasure, or we accumulate play points because we open so many chests. But that's just 55% win rate. So I don't think it's unreasonable to think that I win 60%. And, like, you can see, like, just how much, like, the EV is for every time you 4-1 or 3-2. But, yeah. This is basically what Taco says. We play a lot, we open all of our chests, and we don't play the negative EV events. Not playing the negative EV events is what really helps. I'm going to take 3 damage. Just go ahead and fire one of these off so we try to hit our land next turn. I apologize if I didn't say that very well. Like, I'm bad at talking. I'm bad at English, even though English is my native language. But yeah, just playing a lot and opening our treasure chests instead of being intelligent and then selling them. Like, if you don't need play points, you should never open a treasure chest. Just never. Never open a treasure chest if you don't need play points. Like limited. Let me pop that back up. So, like, if you pull it back over here, you click on the EV calculator. Say my win percentage in limited is just 60. Like, wait, did that even change? Oh, I have to just 60 overall. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, like, 60 overall, like, certain drafts are, like, very, like, draft competitive league are negative EVs at just 60% win rate. That's why they say it's so hard to go infinite in limited. Like, it's, to be a infinite limited player actually requires a large amount of skill. Because, like, a lot of people don't win more than 60, 65, 70%. And I probably don't win 60% at limited. So, like, I probably win closer to 55%. But you can see how, like, just drafting, I will lose money all the time, right? On a consistent basis. Now, I mean, I could log on and 3-0 a draft or whatever. I'm not saying I don't, but if I play 100 drafts or whatever, like, I'm going to lose money long term. But basically, you stay away from limited, and I personally think playing the 128 person challenges is bad EV at my skill level, but that's mostly because they're modern and stuff, and I'm not a particularly good modern player. If I had a higher skill level at modern, like, maybe the 128s wouldn't be that bad. But, like, PPTQ or PTQs, for example, are another one to where, like, there's a tremendously high, um, a tremendously high, whoops, sorry. So how many times did you have? I apologize. I don't understand what you're asking. How long have I played Moto? I played Moto since right after it come out of beta. So I played Moto on and off for 15 or 16 years. I've played Magic itself since 1993. Again, I've taken breaks and stuff. Everybody takes breaks occasionally for the most part, but I play a lot. But yeah, I played basically since just shortly after beta. Wait, what? Oh my god, I forgot to kill this! Oh, Tilt! Tilt! I'm so bad, guys! I'm so bad! Oh, that could cost us this game. Oh, I'm so bad. I cast the wrong one first. Wrecked! I am such a trash can. Ugh. I'll say ugh. No, I didn't play when beta and alpha was out. I played when revised was out. But yeah, I do have some beta and alpha cards, but not any of the valuable ones. Oh, this was so bad for me. And now I have to just like set back. This was so bad. I played so bad. They get the lightning strike me? Wow. Oh. I should be 7 points higher in life. Now I have to still deal with both of these. This just isn't easy, and it's all my fault. Like, if I was at 14 life, I feel like we breeze through this game. Like we'd be dropping to 11 now. Oh, I'm so bad. I deserve to lose, though. Like, I actively deserve to lose a game that I think we were going to win. Think we were going to win. I guess I just have to take it. We might be able to block it if we draw the thing. Is this just a Banefire and I'm dead? Nope, it's not a Banefire, so we're not dead. Yeah, the radical ideas should probably just be Essence Scatters or something. But our out now's drawing like a Fiery Conclave, probably. Or, yeah, Fiery Conclave. I guess we'll play this and see if we can hit 2 burn spells or 1 fiery. Well, we hit 2 burn spells. God, imagine how easy this game would be if we just had 9 points higher life. We'd be doing so many things if we just had 9 points higher life. Like, we wouldn't have had to tap out this turn and we'd be able to disdainful stroke a Lyra or an Aurelia. And like, we're not dead yet. Like, we can still win this game, but oh gosh, did I play bad. This is kind of neat. Guess we'll play this first. Ooh, I kind of want all of these cards. I need to play this. Thank you for the 100 biddies, friendo. Highly appreciate it. You're too generous already. Already too generous. Alright, well, we have a counterspell. We'll take Iona's Eyes. The sad thing is here, I think if they use a Conclave or an Ixalan's Binding on Rao, we have to let them. Because if they just have... Like that card, for example, could come close to killing us, but we have to use our spell on it, I think. Don't kill me, friend. You clearly can't kill me. But you can get rid of this forever. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our Chemist. Another hard counter spell. We might come back and win this game. As long as we don't play very buffoony. I don't deserve to, though. I'll be the first to admit I don't deserve to. I'm playing this one because now there's no reason to tap below, and there's no reason to tap mana in a manner that gives us a chance to get Lightning Strike. That's 5 damage, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage in our hand here. There's still a Radical Idea. There's still a Chemist's Insight in our graveyard. I think we're going to come back and win this game. Go ahead and throw some of this at their face. I think Banefire is really the only card I'm worried about at this point. Banefire still kills us pretty hard. Tap mana quickly there. I thought it was a Banefire. I'm going to use the Radical Idea again. I just don't want to get Lightning Strike and lose the game. Double Lightning Strike still beats us, but... So this is a sorcery, so we can go ahead and Chemist here. See what we find. We found this. We have enough mana to kill them. Assuming they don't have a removal spell for that. We did it! We played like trash, and we got there. Here we are. I want to sing the Highlander song, but I don't remember it. I feel like a prince of the universe. Yeah, I think I could have built a lot better version of this. But could I have built a lot funner version of this? Let's get this phone on charge. Ooh. Our next victim. Trash talk a little bit because we've won one round and we feel like we're on top of the world. Volkswagen, he built the Red Green Dinosaurs deck last season that I was in love with. Alright, we keep this hand. We're going to have to find blue. But we have an electrostatic thing. We have a couple of risk factors, so... Basically, we have a bad wall and a couple of risk factors. You don't know what Highlander is? Are you from America? Or am I just really old? You don't know who Duncan MacLeod is? I'm probably just really old. I'm literally IMDb'ing it. I want to know how many years ago that was. 1986. Yeah, I'm really that old. 1992 for the TV series, 91 for the second movie. Yeah, I am that old. Alright, well, we didn't hit our land, so... Winning. You were surprised I knew it? I was born in the 70s. Alright, well, considering we have no removal spell for that and no lands, I gotta assume we're dead AF. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Alright. Well, land? Now, can we come back from this? That is something to think about. I'm not going to show him the blue mana. I don't think we can win this game. So I'm basically just going to let ourselves die while trying to look at more of his deck. I don't think he'll show us another card, but it was worth trying to look, I think. Yeah, he didn't show us another card, but it didn't hurt to look. I don't think we could win this game. I don't think there was a point to continue on. Alright, so we definitely want this. He might not think we have blue, and it might give us some strategic advantage. If anybody wonders why I did what I did. So we're on to play. We want this. Probably don't have a lot of removal spells, so I'm fine to keep all of this in this game. I think I'm going to get rid of some of these ops. Maybe these Ralzerics. No, we gotta have... I think we have to keep the Ralzerics because we need something to try to beat Lyra with if he has it. I'm not a fan of these radical ideas either. A long trench coat. Fred. My next door neighbor wore a long trench coat all through high school. He did not murder anybody. So, that was good. When your next door neighbor turns out not to be a murderer, that's pretty sweet. He's actually a really nice guy. We were very close growing up. We're not close anymore because I don't leave my house. Leaving the house is so overrated. I don't know why people do it. So they have just the lightest splash of stuff, I guess? I don't know why people would ever want to leave their house. I guess we don't need the land this turn. We have Iona's Eyes. We could have let that resolve and just cleaned it up in a Fiery Cannonade in a little bit. If they cast a second one, I probably will. Well, we'll protect ourselves from that. We have Bay in play. Bay gets to stay in play as long as we can let it. Ooh. That's a winner. No, homie. Why do I have to pick just one? Why can't it be both? Why can't I be paranoid and afraid of exercise? Or allergic to exercise? I kind of left all my 2-drops in and brought in this Fiery Cannonade because I thought I was going to need it. That is the 1/4, right? Does it make lifelinkers? It does make lifelinkers. Wah, wah, wah. To the face! 1, 2, 3. To the face! To the face! So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the face! Oh, I can't to the face with this one. Shotgun, baby. Getting her done with the shotgun. Gutter snap doing its thing, baby. Oh, yeah. Throw those hands in the air. We gutter snapped them like we just didn't care. By the way, I think this is going to turn into just a singing stream. All the time, I'm just going to sing just random lyrics of non-songs. Probably should have sideboarded out to syncopate on the draw. Brought in like a search. That one can't be targeted. Wah wah. Could have brought in Negate, possibly. Shieldmare. Can't be blocked by red creatures whenever it's targeted. Get out of here. Just get. Already had enough of you. Rip! No lands again. Well, this isn't fun. We want to play Magic. I just want to cast my cards. Play my cards, cast my cards, sing songs, and dance like there's no tomorrow. This removes 2 damage from it, so we're down. Alright. We're going to get to cast some spells. Eek! I repeat, eek! Alright, well, we're going to need another land now. Hey, this isn't another land. Always wanted a real sword. That neighbor has some swords. Get. Don't you dare have another unless I'm going to draw a land. That's pretty good. That's not a land. Guess we want to play this one then? Red Rover, send us a land on over. That's not a land. I passed because they could have had Multitude. Well, we're getting to cast spells. Getting to cast spells is fun. There's a Fiery Cannonade. So maybe we get to light this thing up. Play something bad so you can get got. I think if he had anything, he'd have played it pre-combat, so feel pretty comfortable doing that. Alright! Did we stabilize at 5 with 3 lands because he drew 8? Who knows? No, we had a Radical Idea and I passed the turn! Ah! Had a Radical Idea and I passed my turn. Hey, take care, man. Thank you so much for the biddies and the prime. Highly, highly appreciate it. Boom. That's a land. I'm not going to play it. We're going to Chemist Insight. Man, he's drawing every land that was ever a land. Man, when he draws Multitude, we're so dead if we don't have lands up. JK. We're not caring about Multitude stream now. Goodbye, Firemind's Research, because you absolutely know he has a Tribunal in this situation, and I'm not gonna use a spell to save that. Not when we have Row in our hand and stuff. I think I'll just play this one. If he doesn't play anything at end of turn, we can Chemist again. I choose Use Shock. This is ridiculous how many lands he's drawn. For anybody who cares, I mean, it looks like he's got 12 lands in play. We'll shoot that out of the air. Oh, I tapped one too many mana, and that is fine. Yeah, if he was playing Magic, this game would not be close, I don't think. Don't care about that. I could keep that, but I don't want it. I just want more spells at this point. Can play this. Then I can smash that. Opponent takes 2. And I think this game's over at this point. We have double hard counter spell, and we'll be able to kill him with the fiends before he resolves anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Well, alright. So he was going to take 4 damage there, 4 damage from our shock, 2 damage from our next attack, and then whatever spell we played we were going to win with. Alright, well we won 2. That's better than I thought we would do. Feeling good. Throwing burn spells at people's faces. Oh yeah. That was my Randy Savage. It's not good either. None of my accents are particularly good unless you want to hear my accent of an uneducated redneck. It may sound very, very similar to my normal voice, though. Pastor of Muppets. Sure. So that's like Master of Puppets upset. I wonder if he's actually a pastor. Might actually be of an E. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to put burn spells to your noggin, boy. I just want more lands. What am I doing playing a 22 land deck when I non-stop whine about lands 24/7 with every deck I've ever played in my entire life? Oh, cool. More mountains. This isn't good for us. Sulfur Falls. We did it. We didn't mess up and play a second Steam Vent. That's a burn spell. Womp womp. That's a burn spell. That's a burn spell. Burn spells for everybody. It seems to have been a little bit better than ours thus far. I think we actually have to counterspell that. I don't think he has another spell, this is why I think we have to do it. Like, I mean, he might have another burn spell, but I don't think he has another creature. He didn't play anything on 3 other than 2 burn spells. Pretty sure if he had any creature whatsoever, he would have played it. Would love to draw another Iona's Eyes, but that's probably just greedy. Also, probably shouldn't have played that land when we have a risk factor. That is fine. Alright, we're going to shock that. We're going to risk factor you. You're clearly going to take 4. If you give me cards, I will dance like there's no tomorrow. We're going to hold the Boros Guildgate for the next risk factor. They hit another land. How ridiculous. Feel like we're getting pretty lucky right now. Hold that for buying back the risk factor next turn. They hit another land. Wow. Somebody wants us to win. So we're going to go down to 4 here. Then we're going to main phase, go ahead and jam the risk factor, because if we draw another shock, we just win. And we did, in fact, draw another shock. Well, I felt pretty lucky. Our opponent drew 7 lands. What do you know? We can beat 7 lands. I miss Chandra's defeat and stuff already. Alright, so we want these for Phoenixes. We want these for their face. Actually, we want a couple of negates because their burn spells are real, plus experiments are real. We're going to get rid of this. I think Fire Mines research is probably too slow. I feel like Gutter Snap and Electrostatic Electromancer might be too slow. Easy game. Kind of want these chemists because just in general I think they're pretty good. Let's get rid of these. Let's shave some of these. I kind of want some of these creatures back. It makes them put burn spells on them. Is Risk Factor just not good? Maybe Radical Idea is just not good enough. Let's cut a couple of Radical Ideas and bring in some of these. Think we'll get rid of this one. Try this out, see how it works. The Fiery Cannonade Goblin combo. Oh, we're missing lands again, so let's mulligan yet again. We have lands, we have everything. We have the whole shillelagh, as they say. I guess if I'm going to scry that to the bottom, it probably shouldn't be in my deck. Ooh, play that, dude. Whatever it is, obviously. Ooh, that's pretty good. We have no way to kill an artifact in our entire deck either. Boom, shakalaka. Dismissive's fine. Ooh, so you have 2 bros. Let's go ahead and kill this one. And let's reevaluate on the following turn. Probably kill it. Oh, we can probably take 1 point of damage. So they can't play a 4-drop, so that's pretty decent. So now I'm probably just not taking the damage in any manner. I should have let them cast a second spell. I think they wanted to double burn spell us there, and I didn't give them the opportunity. Which has to be a play mistake by me. Let's go Chemist Insight. Yeah, they had a double burn spell. Chose correctly for not playing the Gutter Snap. Really thought they had one the way they played. That's a good draw. Nice little pickup for us. They might not have another burn spell though, so. I might even protect this thing now. I feel like we're far enough ahead that I might be willing to protect this. I think I actually am. If they throw another burn spell at this, we just prevent damage anyway, and the only card they can play that I'd rather negate's Experimental Frenzy or whatever it's called. So this is going to be a nice wall for us, probably the majority of this game. They're going to get to start drawing a lot of extra cards, but we also have a Chemist. So we're going to get to draw a few cards too. We're we're prepared for the Lightning Phoenix. I said Lightning Phoenix, Rekindling Phoenix. Not really prepared for that, though. Alright, I'll counterspell that one. Pretty hard for us to deal 20, so that card's actually a little threatening to me. Experimental Frenzy has the opportunity to just go off. This is kind of an interesting dilemma. I don't know whether I'm supposed to risk factor or whether I'm supposed to play the other thing now. Kind of think I'm supposed to play Chemist. And discard the risk factor? Take 6 damage one way, and then next turn we can deal an additional 6 to them. Wait, sorry, not 6. They take 5 damage one way. 5's probably not enough. I do like the fact that we can just like put that in our graveyard to get value. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, playing Counterburn today. Having a fun time so far. Our deck's not good, but the deck doesn't have to be good to have fun. So in theory, the next burn spell we draw wins the game. Because there's no way they're going to let us draw cards here. Alright, so they're shocking us. That's a Chain Whirler. We're not worried about it as of yet. That doesn't do anything. We get blocked. Alright, so let's buy back the risk factor. I assume they're going to take damage. So they're going to go down to 6. There's no way they let us have cards. No land, please. That's a land. I think we lose on that one. I doubt it's good. It's just fun. I doubt it's good. It's just fun. If they have 2 lands on top of their deck, we're in pretty good shape. Like, that's going to happen at some point. They can't get 3 cards every turn of every game. We have to block. We can't afford to take damage. If they have burn spells, not blocking hurts us worse than blocking. Alright, so this gives us a little help here. Yeah, risk factors are pretty good in this style of deck for sure. We could get another wall, or we could just look for another spell. And that's game. Nice, so we're 3-1. We got our money back. I thought we were donating today. Yeah, I feel like we can make a lot of better changes to this deck, and I think this deck would get a lot better if we made some changes to the deck. Not sure what they would be. I'd have to put more thought into it than just a few matches, but a lot of our cards don't seem great. These Radical Ideas didn't seem great, for example. These Firemind's Research seemed better in a more controlling deck, but I don't think they're probably right in the Gutter Snap Electromancer Risk Factor deck. I think I want like Essence Scatters and things with them if I'm going to keep playing the Firemind's Research. But we are 3-1 though. So that feels good. It feels like a positive experiment with the deck. I'm having fun too, like the deck is fun. Risk Factor's just a fun card. I can't believe I had to pay $21 for these today. Wonder what they are in paper, because I feel like I need them in paper. eBay. Risk Factor 4. How much money are you going to break me? It's going to cost me about $24 to buy them in paper. That's not fun. Ravnica. How much does it cost just to buy one? One's about $5.50. TCG players sometimes cheaper. Hey, we're both 3-1, so we're trying to screw each other out of the decent prize. I have to mulligan. It's unfortunate. We'll keep this one because of the scribe, but it's like obviously not very good. Under $5 for risk factors on Magic Online or TCG player. And we missed our land. We missed our land and we're paired versus some Dimir deck. I just can't imagine we're going to win now. If we draw exactly a blue mana next turn and he doesn't take this out of our hand, then like maybe we have a chance. But I feel like he's going to take this out of our hand. Yeah. Untap blue source. We need you to even play Magic. 22 lands may not be enough. Like, we've struggled with lands all day, but I fought with 3 of the 2 mana jumpstart draw a card and 2 of the 4 ops that we'd be fine. Worth exactly 1 rarity. Fair enough. I wanted to play Arena today, but I couldn't build a deck with the cards I had, and I didn't really want to put any more money into it. Alright, so now we need lands, just lands for turns. That's not a land, that's a land. Alright, so now we're screaming like no Nicobolus at the top of our lungs. Alright, it's not a Nicobolus. That card's very good though. We need to draw a burn spell. That's not a burn spell. Oh, why did I cast that? I have 2 counter spells in my hand. I'm an idiot. I think I've already given up this game mentally. Yeah, Radical Idea has not performed. Like, it's just not been very good. Like, I would just be happy if there were 2 additional lands or something. Also, feel like we need Essence Scatters. I can't believe I'm an idiot. I was just like, oh, I'm going to cast Risk Factor. I don't need my own Iona for nothing. How dare you steal my thing? There's 2 of them in the entire deck. And you got 1 of them. Yep, I deserve to lose. Deserve to lose. I'm going to bring these in because they're good versus Nicobolus. Going to bring these in because they're good versus Blue Things. Going to bring these in because they're good versus Blue Things. Going to bring all of these in because they're good versus Blue Things. Going to get rid of our risk factors. Going to get rid of most of our creatures. Going to get rid of our radical ideas. We're going to get rid of 2 of our ops. I'm going to leave our shocks. I'm going to leave our lightning close stuff because they have the 1-3 Lazarus. They have the 2-2 Thief of whatever it was that he just beat us with. What was the card that he just beat us with? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's the 2-2. The 2-2 still, bro. Again, we only have 1 land, but we have an opt. An opt's about the same thing as scrying, so if I keep a 1 land hand and scry, I have to keep a 1 land hand with an opt. And we'll put our land on top. What was that card called? Thief of Sanity. Yeah. That card's pretty good. Alright, well, our hand's not very great, but We do have some tools. We have a counterspell for a fault erasure or erasure or whatever it's called. Falsies is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it bad falsies. Even though it's not necessarily a bad falsies, it's a different falsies. Go ahead and get ready to negate. Didn't much matter what they were playing on 2. Anticipate could definitely be better than that card for sure. I wanted to put Niv Mizzet on the board, but with 22 lands, it really scared me. Like, it was in the original build, and I was just like, I can't do it. 22 lands is a lot. Wow, they have an interesting collection of 3-drops. But like, Niv Mizzet would be great in matches like this. Even if he's got a Chemist inside, I can't really do anything. Looks like we both have nothing. Ooh. I guess I'll play my best card and hope he doesn't counterspell it. He counterspelled it. Darn. Could have waited and tried to protect it with an eye on his eyes or whatever, but then we would have had shields down to whatever he played. And there's no guarantee we were going to draw the land anytime soon. I think that's one of the big kickers. The Disdainful Stroke, and they specifically brought a land like they did, so that means they're going to have a negate as well. Oh wow, they didn't negate. That's kind of mind-boggling. We both have 5 spells. I feel like whichever one of us starts drawing our jumpstart spells first or gets an enchantment into play first is going to win. Doom Whisper. Well, we have a counterspell. Actually, I feel like there's just a head. I do feel like if I'd hit an enchantment or a jumpstart spell, we would have been fine. Duress. Don't want you to look at my hand, so... Alright, Chemist, you can do it. That's not a Chemist. Actually, I should have held that because of Nicol Bolas. That was bad. Playing that land was just wrong. And the jig's up. Do whatever you want, opponent. We're no threat to you. Back-to-back Duress draws is pretty nice. Really wish we had this island in our hand. They're casting that into just actual death. Alright, well, we have no cards. They have 3, and they get to set up the top card of their library. That seems pretty good. So, I feel like we've lost this game. We're getting ready to be opening a pity chest. I'm going to play this because of Nicol Bolas, even though there's jumpstart cards in our deck. It didn't take them long to pick. They kept both cards too. Oh wow, yeah. Well, that's a monster. The fact that this is still on their deck makes me think that they never realized we were a counter burn deck, though. Again, playing this because of Nicol Bolas's. Imagine if we just had, like, Banefire in our deck. Just, like, draw Banefire and whoop up on them. That'd be pretty sweet. I feel like this game's primarily over at this point. Three black? I feel like you tapped your mana wrong. No way you have a 3 black spell. We were correct. They did not have a 3 black spell. And it's a perfect draw. Will it resolve? It will not resolve. And this game is over. I think they've had this negate for a while, actually. Well, we only have 2 Ral Zareks in our deck. Will they get one again? They did get one again. How lucky. That seems pretty lucky. To me. They're actually going to counterspell this? Okay, they decided not to. Let's go ahead and play this main phase. Maybe they don't actually have a counterspell, though I feel like they do. Their pause made me feel like they had a counterspell. And they did. I don't know why they didn't counterspell the first one. If they counterspelled the first one, we can't buy it back and they guarantee get their thief one more turn. And then we have to give up our next turn's draw step to even use it. Seems like a fairly large mistake. It also seems like they can't possibly lose this game. It doesn't matter what we do. And they get the ultimate Ral Zarek, so we get to concede here. It was unfortunate. Felt like both of those games were non-games. I don't feel like we're that big of an underdog versus that style of deck, but maybe we are. Anyway, let's open our pity chest and see what we get. Oh, cool. And a Bitter Blossom. Bitter Blossom's not quite pretty. Or not quite pity. It's a little better. We'll go ahead and throw our Bitter Blossom in here before we forget about it. Anyway, so let's go back and look at our deck and talk about how we feel about it. So it felt kind of misbuilt. The Ral Zareks didn't feel particularly good in the main because we only have 22 lands. The Radical Ideas didn't feel particularly good. They could literally be Anticipate, more lands, Essence Scatters, just about anything. I'm not sold on the Risk Factor Gutter Snipe Electrostatic Electromancer package, but they did do stuff in some games, so I feel like I need another league or two to make some decisions with those cards. I really want more Chemist Insights in the main deck, so like the first quick change I would probably make is put Rouse in the sideboard, Chemist in the main deck, and cut the Radical Ideas for like a land and 2 Essence Scatters, or maybe a land and 2 Search for Azcanthus. That's just quick changes that I would make, but the deck was fun. It was better than I thought it would be, but I still maintain that I do not think this is a very good deck. But anyway, I appreciate it so much for you all watching me. This was like day 454 in a row or something. And we'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea what we'll play tomorrow. We'll try to find something interesting. We may just play Flame Guts Burn deck. We may play Who Cares burn deck. I forget his name. His name's literally Who Cares. I'm not being insulting. We may find something else. I have no idea. But take care, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. And thank you again, Israel, for the subscription and 100 biddies. It's highly appreciated. But take care, everybody, and thanks so much for stopping by.